that button was pushed. Yeah. Rocking out. Woo. Yeah, get it. Although they can barely hear the music.
Yeah, yeah.
But
we're rocking out.
Yeah, we're rocking.
Right. What is up, everybody?
Welcome. Poor decisions.
Welcome back.
Decisions.
What's our names?
I'm Bryan.
I'm Connor.
Yeah, he's Connor.
And he's Bryan.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
We got our bases covered. All right, guys. Welcome to the show.
High five. Clap it up. Come on, clap it up. Did I not put that on there?
Dude, that needs to be a drop.
Yeah, just come on, clap it up. Clap it up. Nigel freaking cracks up every time I do it.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
Yeah. I mean, you can't overdo it, though.
No.
Because then it just...
It loses its all meaning.
Yeah, it loses its meaning. So, yeah, can't wear it out. But, yeah, whenever we have music, like, there's been times, like, people are just, like, interacting with each other, and the musician gets done. And then I just go off and I'm like, clap it up. Everybody's like, oh, yeah.
I forgot to clap. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, clap.
Well, it's like, people are just like, hey, you guys need to have this blank beer on all the time. Well, then it loses its luster.
Yeah, somebody was in the brewery yesterday and was just almost throwing a fit about not having, guess which one?
I'm going to say chickadee check.
No.
Mousetrap.
Oh, Mousetrap's there.
Oh, so one that's not there.
Yeah.
A popular one?
Yeah.
We heavy?
No. Give you one more chance.
Can you give me a hint?
It's lighter. We only do it once a year. It's in the summer, like August time frame.
The Hefeweizen?
No. Sock hop.
Oh, sock hop. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
no, that would be boring if it was around all the time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like all those beers, like you can't just have, unless you had like 30 taps, then yeah.
Yeah.
But we're not that size. And
no. And I don't think no one ever wants to be that size.
No. So, but like I'd look forward to seasonal beers,
Oh yeah. Well, like, Tales of Banshee. We just got this episode's going to be airing towards the end of May.
Yeah, this is Memorial Day weekend when this is airing, but we've recorded it shortly after Tales of Banshee went.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jessie getting 2 batch slayers in like
3 days.
3 days. Yeah. That's awesome.
She was complaining. She's like, I've been trying to get a sticker for like 2 years.
And then that's what happened with Kenny.
Yeah, with younger. Yeah. He got 2 in 2 days.
Yeah.
One of them being We Heavy.
Yeah.
Like, that was a big beer.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good for her.
Yeah. So she's super stoked now. She didn't want to do a video though. She's like,
yeah, I saw.
She's like, I'm not very good at videos. I'm like,
that's
well,
okay.
not when you say it like that.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
It's all about having fun.
No judgment here.
Yeah. So, top of the thing though, we do need to make sure we thank somebody who's actually subscribed to us now.
Yeah, we need to shout out to Chad. Thank you, Chad.
Chad Rory. Yeah, thank you so much, man. Super cool dude. I know we thanked him because he had sent us a donation thing.
Yeah.
Previously as well.
Yeah.
So now he's just subscribed. So leading into that, we do plan on doing bonus episodes
for subscribers.
For subscribers.
Yeah.
So if you subscribe to the thing, then you'll have a different feed that should also work with Spotify, and Apple and the other podcast channels, where you just get a separate feed for just bonus content.
Should we call that like Poor Decisions Plus?
Well, that's what they were automatically defaulted to, but I think I labeled it as like Mug Club.
Mug Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. The Mug Club episodes.
The Mug Club episodes, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Because the idea is, getting like guest on, and it's something
Yeah.
we'll probably have like guest on just for regular shows.
Yeah.
But, starting off, put some guest on for, just like the special episodes. Like Nigel, and we have a bunch of other friends. I mean, granted, Nigel said he's going to come hijack it.
Yeah. He said he was going to do that today.
He says he's been saying that he's going to do it for like the last couple months. Here we are.
He'll get here eventually.
Yeah. Maybe he's walking. I don't know.
Yeah, he knows where you live, ish.
Yeah. Because we talked about that.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I remember vaguely where you live. You're like, you're up over here. I'm like, yeah, but which street? He's like, I'll figure it out.
I'll see your truck. He'll see my car.
Yeah, exactly.
They're identifiable.
Yeah. I'm sure he's still sleeping.
Oh, probably. I mean, we don't have to get to Nolan's until 4.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Yep. Anyway, he's probably recording too, actually.
I guess he does do it on. He usually does it on Tuesdays.
Sometimes they do Mondays.
Yeah.
Not always.
Well, it is that time.
How about a beer?
Oh, yeah. Let's get it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So he has now brought down a little Coleman. Looks like. Is that a Coleman?
No, it's a Playmate.
Playmate.
Not like Playboy.
Yeah, no.
I'm not that cool.
None of us are.
No. But just until we end up, I get more stuff done down here, and I bring
in a fridge.
Just bring the fridge down here.
Yeah.
Although that fridge, albeit smaller, is still kind of big in this space.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I might just have to end up moving this desk at some point. And,
yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll figure it out.
In the meantime, I'm going to go get us a beer.
Yeah, there's 4 in there. They're all kind of lighter options. You can push the button down. There you go. Perfect. Oh, yeah, that one I'm excited about.
Yeah, tangerine sour.
And this is actually one of the groups that was at, I didn't get to try them, but they were at Parkville Brewfest.
Oh, nice.
So again, this past weekend, by the time you hear this, it'll be way past.
About a month past.
Yeah, about a month
past.
Yeah, but
should we slow down on these? Should we start doing a week out?
Well, no, I think we just need to get in the habit of realizing
that we're.
I mean, and I know that I've heard
talking about the future.
Yeah,
we're
can do
time
both.
travelers.
Yeah. But I mean, sometimes people are still curious about but people will come in and listen to stuff that's years
people
old.
Are people.
Yeah, because I've been going back and listening to nerd poker shows that are from 2018.
Oh, I do the same thing with WTF. I've been starting from episode 1 recently.
Oh, nice. I mean, I listen to Crime Junkie a lot, but I've pretty much been on listening to them consistently since they started.
There you go, sir.
I think I started listening to him, and they were only 8 episodes in.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Clink, clink.
Clink, clink.
So this is from Broadway Brewery. It is a session sour with tangerine and black lava salt. Yeah, I forgot to do the clink.
Uh-huh.
Good call.
I got you.
4.9%.
No, I love the smell on it.
Yeah, me too.
It's got a nice, fruity smell to it.
Yeah, that's it kind of reminds me of Streetlight in a way.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Did we talk about Streetlight on here?
I don't know if we have. But by the time this airs, who knows if it's even still around?
It'll probably be gone, yeah. I feel like it's a little bit lighter than Streetlight as far as taste.
Yeah, it has more carbonation, I feel like.
I feel like it does, but this is not as sour,
brighter.
Right? This is, I guess it is a sour.
It's a session sour.
This one is, yeah, because it's you said 4.4, I believe.
Yeah, 4.9, just shy of 5.
Yeah, and then I know that Streetlight is 6.7. But he also used Saison yeast in that, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we, Transparent did a collaboration with Vine Street. And Vine Street being the first black-owned brewery in Missouri.
Yeah. Really cool to finally do a collab with them.
Yeah, that was really cool. And, we did a cool sticker thing with them, too. Or if you come in, because both beers are named Streetlight.
Yeah.
Or I think theirs is actually called Street Lights.
I don't remember.
But ours is Streetlight Sour.
Yeah.
So it's the beer that Transparent made is a Vine Street recipe. So then the beer that Vine Street made is a Transparent recipe. Or
and there's
unknown recipe.
Stickers at both. Mm-hmm. Two halves of one sticker to create Ultra Mega Sticker.
Yeah. With our stickers combined, we have a bigger sticker.
One sticker.
Yes. And it's really cool because
it is a cool concept.
How it has little jagged pieces or edges. That way they kind of overlap each other a little bit.
Yeah.
And it looks like a little...
Zeke just keeps running into me. This dude's fucking killing me. He's so fucking funny.
The podcast dog.
What
are you doing, man?
He's just trying to get his banana, always.
He's trying to... Yeah. Well, he had lost a banana, and then as I was cleaning today, he found it, and now he won't leave people
or the banana.
Well, I've been cleaning, so I haven't been giving him any attention.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, and then he's gotten into this habit with my kid, who lives with me. He'll leave the door open now that Zeke's traveling up and down the stairs.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Damn, coming out the gates.
Yeah. Gates. We're almost 10 minutes in.
Whatever. It's a slow gate.
Yeah. It's a slow gate.
It's one of those drawbridge gates.
That snail gate?
Yeah.
But he takes it in there to my kid's room, and then every once in a while, about every 2 minutes or so, he'll just pick it up, and he's learned to chuck it and bounce it off the wall and then go down the stairs. So then he just works himself up and just I'm like, dude, calm down.
Good. Hopefully it tires him out.
No, he just keeps going
because
it's the same thing with his water. I gotta yell at him to stop drinking all his water.
Yep.
Because he'll just sit there and drink and drink and drink and drink, and I'm like, Zeke, take a breath,
For the love of God, dude.
And there's been times where he'll stop, and just stand there. And
then go right back to it.
I'm like, dude, come on.
He's a thirsty boy.
You don't got to drink all the water.
Don't deny the dog his water.
Because even my kid said one time, he's like, yeah, I came home and he had thrown up a little bit. I'm like, yeah, because freaking he drank all his water.
That's what our fucking cats do. Well, at least one of them. They eat their food so fast, and then she'll just throw it up. And then she's just like, oh, shit. Time for round 2 of meal. Like, ugh.
Yeah. It's like, well, now I'm hungry again.
Well, yeah, I bet you are. And guess what? You're not going to eat for another 12 hours because you just ate all your food and threw it up.
Well, like Zeke was that way too. And I ended up getting him like one of those slow feed bowls.
Yeah.
So he still eats fast, but I'm like, at least it slows you down a little bit.
See, I usually we have the, one brain cell orange cat.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just dump the whole thing on the floor. And it's just like, it just scatters everywhere. And she just like,
turns around like, oh, hey, look, another piece of food.
One.
Turns around, oh, look at another piece of food. It's kind of like those
candy.
Those videos you see of the kids with the Easter baskets, when they're bending over.
And they drop their egg.
And they drop an egg because they're bending over to pick up an egg.
Oh, well, look at that.
And then they stand up and they put it in the basket and they turn around like, oh, look, an egg. And they bend over to pick it up. And meanwhile, the other one that they just put in the basket is falling out. And they just literally just keep kind of going around in a circle, just dropping an egg and picking the same egg, 1 or 2 eggs up.
Yep, that's how our cat eats her food.
So, all right. Did the music
was that it?
Stop?
Come on, rock.
What's going on, music?
This is a rock playlist.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I like this group. This is a good group. Cell Dweller. And it's not. No, it is. CELL. DWELL.
I dig it.
ER. And I think they have some like bigger name music too. Yeah. We're just headbanging over here.
So it's Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
Do you have any plans?
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah.
Probably working, just because I usually work. The part of I guess schedules kind of change a little bit.
Yeah.
So not working, closing on Saturdays now as well. But
yeah.
But I'll be working probably all day Sunday unless we close early because of Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Which is an option, a possibility.
Always a possibility.
Yeah.
Have you ever really done anything for like Memorial Day, or even for
just like picnic type stuff, like or not picnic, but like
It's just one of those weird
barbecuing.
holidays where I'm just like, do people really go? Like, do people really travel? I feel like most people just stay put.
Yeah.
And do like barbecues and.
Yeah, because the idea for Memorial Day is supposed to be, and this is one thing that I know that a lot of people have been kind of becoming a little bit more aware of, if you will, nowadays. Of the purpose of Memorial Day is to honor those that are no longer with us.
Yeah, yeah.
That gave
their lives
that
for the
ultimate
country.
Sacrifice.
Yeah,
right. Where a lot of times people are like, I think it got confused for a while with people like honoring just veterans in general.
Yeah,
it's like no, we need to make sure we're honoring those who were and are no longer, gave their sacrifice themselves.
Yeah,
for country.
But I also feel like it can be, I feel like that's always been a weekend where I, as a kid, like my dad would take my brother and I to like go visit graves.
Yeah.
Of like family members that passed.
And I've done that
not necessarily
too.
In the military, but I know a majority of them were.
Yeah.
And I know I still try to like make it out to go see like my mom's grave and my whole family on Memorial Day.
Well, I think a lot of times that comes down to like, well, we're already here. Let's just go ahead and visit
everybody.
Yeah. So instead of just skipping out, I'm like, I'll catch you next time.
Yeah, I'll catch you next time.
Don't go nowhere. I'm going to hell.
Oh, Jesus.
But like, I know a lot of people use it to just get drunk too, and I'm just
that is American holidays. I feel like that's.
I actually probably drink. Like, I'll drink on the holidays, but like, I'm not trying to get plastered.
Yeah, no.
Because especially, I feel like when everybody's getting plastered, like I tend to not drink as much.
Yeah.
Because then I'm trying to be mindful of everybody else's actions.
Shit. Yeah.
So yeah.
Because I don't also it sucks to be the sober person around a bunch of drunks, but
somebody's got to.
Someone's got to be not completely schmammered.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously Memorial Day is a big one. for the United States, but then so I think for like England, then you have like what is it like Remembrance Day, and I feel like all the countries kind of have a version of Memorial Day, and this is one of the things we were just talking about was that it's not everybody has like Independence Day like we do, which was the day we signed the Declaration to separate from England.
Limey bastards.
Happy Treason Day. But, everybody kind of has their own Independence Day, except for maybe, like, England, because they've just
they've ruled pretty much, they've pretty much ruled the entire world at one point,
Yeah. But I know that, Canada has, like, their own version.
Yeah.
And, Mexico has their own version.
Yeah.
And, there's a lot of countries that have their own version. It's not always the same thing. Like, because I think even France does, too.
Yeah.
And that's, for like an independence type of day. Then you have Memorial Day, you have Labor Day, and that Labor Day is geared more towards the, actual laborers.
Yeah, like the workforce.
Actual workforce, and a lot of people view that as like more of a, military holiday. It's not.
Not really. No.
Like, and that's the thing, like, Veterans Day, like, I feel like Veterans Day doesn't get as much recognition as it probably should.
Oh, 100%.
But,
What's up, Zeke? How you doing, buddy?
Zeke is literally just
staring me down. Right into
He's
my
like,
soul.
Hey, pay attention to me.
Throw me the banana.
Yeah, we're talking about you, dude.
Yeah, dude. Where's your fucking banana?
I think he must have pushed it right underneath you or something. Hey, easy, dude. Dear Lord.
Man, don't fucking... Good Lord.
Good thing this desk is a heavy-duty desk. Because, like... but, talking about Veterans Day, people always ask me, like, oh, what are you going to do on Veterans Day? Because you're a veteran, right? I'm like, yeah. They're like, what are you going to do? I'm like, work.
Go get my veterans discounts at places? Like, what do they expect you to say?
And I rarely do that.
Yeah.
There's a few places I've, used my veteran discount for, stuff. But, and if, somebody knows and they automatically give it to me, I'm like, oh, hey, thank you so much. Nice. Yeah. But, like, I don't throw a big, deal about it. I'm like, yeah, I'm a veteran, but I don't hide it.
Don't flaunt it either.
Flaunt it. Yeah. Because some people,
oh my God,
make a big deal about it.
Yeah. I really need to save that 73 cents.
Yeah. Or
like, fuck off.
Like, I think, what is it? Rock and Brews, which is Gene Simmons, restaurant over, like they offer a free burger or whatever. People make a big deal about that.
Hey, man.
I'm just like, yeah, it's cool. But at the same time, I'm like, and maybe it's just because most of the jobs I've had, I don't get off at Veterans Day. So I just work.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same thing. It's not like I take, special days off for my birthday.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just a guy thing, for the birthdays. Because I know, like, my mother, like, she celebrates the entire month at this point.
So, yeah, I jokingly do, like, the birth month. But, like, man, I don't give a shit. Like, as long as I can just have one day to, like, do something cool.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be on my birthday. It can be, like, a week before, the day after, the day before, the week of. It doesn't matter.
And I know, like, I was, like, I'm 41 now, so, like, I kind of did a little bit more for my 41st birthday, but, like, for my 40th, like, I was not in a good place mentally.
Yeah.
Because, I was going through a separation and, dealing with some other stuff. And so, like, I just pretty much tried to hide that I was even having a birthday. And not the fact that I was turning 40, it was just the fact that, like,
so much
it wouldn't have mattered how old I was turning. Like,
well,
I just was not in a good place that
day.
My
30th was during COVID.
Oh, shit.
And so, like, I couldn't do a damn thing. And I'm just like, well, I feel like this is kind of a milestone, like 25, 30, and then, like, every decade is kind of it. But I don't even remember what I did.
Yeah. Well, like, my 40th was, like, it was like on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah,
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, last year, when I was turning 41, like, we had one of our cornhole tournaments at the brewery.
Yeah, that's right.
And I always run those. And, like, so, like, I made not a big deal about it because I was focused on the tournament, but, like, I'm like, you know what? Like, it's right before my birthday. I'm going to enjoy myself and make it a good tournament.
Yep.
And, we can make it, part of a celebration if people realize it or whatever, and we can make it a celebration for my birthday as well. And
damn yeah.
That can be, like, kind of like my birthday party.
Page crashed.
Oh, man. Damn computer.
Thanks, Bill Gates.
Yeah.
No, Al Gore. I need to be thinking Al Gore.
Well, I think it's more the computer, not the internet in this aspect. So I know, there's other holidays we were kind of talking about. Well, we wanted to avoid the obvious ones like Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Oh my goodness!
My computer literally just crashed.
Well,
that's the nice thing about
still record. So
yeah, that's the nice thing about that thing is that it will still allow me to record, and so now you actually get to see what my computer does. It does this way more than it should.
What is going on? Is it just old?
I don't know, because it's always done it since I had it built, and I don't know if it's a power supply issue or what.
Huh?
But yeah, so it it does this every once in a while. It'll turn itself back on here in about 5 seconds or so. Yeah,
that's weird.
But yeah, it does that, and it's weird because it'll do that like multiple times, and it'll be fine for a while, and then all of a sudden something will happen, and it'll kind of do this. I'll try to get into it, and I'll start doing it because when I was processing one of the last episodes, it did it multiple times to me, and I'm like, oh, it just makes me want to punch
throw it. Yeah.
The computer. And the problem is that I haven't turned it off, but I don't know why I haven't turned it off. Because I think it's because it's a home, the Windows Home or whatever. That it makes me have a password, and I've made it a long password, and I've just never
want to try to remember it or change it. Yeah.
No. Yeah. So if I could just turn it off, I would, because it's not like I'm worried about anybody else getting into my computer, really.
Yeah.
So,
well, I think we're going to try to go up to Weston on this coming weekend, which is Memorial Day weekend. We're definitely, we're recording this a month in advance, but
yeah.
I had already requested a day off because we were initially going to go on a float trip, but it's Gina's father's birthday that weekend. And we're already missing out on Mother's Day, and I'm just like, we probably shouldn't miss out on your dad's birthday.
Yeah.
We should probably, let's just go somewhere for a day and not go on a float trip for a 3-day weekend.
Yeah.
With some people I don't even know.
Yeah.
Be with, her boss and some of his friends.
But I've been wanting to do a float trip again.
Dude, I haven't been on a float trip in forever.
I haven't been on a float trip since, I think, 2019, so before
They're so
COVID.
Much fun.
I've enjoyed them, and see, that's the thing, this is a good conversation of everybody always talks about float trips and being in a tube or a raft or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
The only ones I've ever done is through Scouts. So, and I always do a canoe.
Oh, cool.
And people are like, how do you do a canoe? I'm like, how do you sit in an inner tube for that long?
I usually do some sort of inflatable thing.
Yeah.
But not necessarily an inner tube.
Yeah.
But
I feel like, because some of the rivers we have around here, well, I say around here, a couple hours away.
Yeah.
Sometimes if it's low,
it's unforgiving.
I feel like you're just dragging your ass
on
for
rocks.
miles.
Yeah. Might as well just walk it,
Yeah. And there's times when people are complain about, the canoes you sometimes have to get out and drag it. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
But then I can also just sit in it and chill.
I don't want to rip my butthole apart by dragging it on rocks.
And I get to keep stuff with me. And so again, with, doing Scout stuff, never done the drinking thing. I had somebody I was telling about years ago. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting ready to go on a float trip. And they're like, oh, yeah, we can take the drink. I'm like, nothing, it's for Scouts. They're like, I've never been on a float trip and not drank. I'm like, I've never been on a float trip and drank.
Yeah. I've never been on one that didn't have alcohol.
Yeah. So I'm like, I know towards the end.
I just feel like anytime I'm near a body of water, guess what? There's alcohol.
Yeah. Not toward the last couple of years, it got to the point where we were doing it as a family style thing. So I would bring some stuff down with me. Because basically, yes, the whole Scout group was down there, but we were kind of separated as families.
Yeah.
So after the float trip portion, me helping Scouts and whatnot, then I would have a drink or two. But I never.
It's never the first thing. It's just like, hey, we're here, crack a beer.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I try to avoid certain spots too, because I'm not a big party person, and because can't count the amount of times I've had to help drunk people on the river.
Yeah,
because I knew what I was doing and they were drunk.
Fucking idiots.
Yeah. And then they just leave their stuff around, and it's just like, come on, guys.
Only you can prevent drunk assholes. I think that's what he says, right?
Might as well be.
Toki the bear?
Toki the bear. You know what that actually kind of reminds me of? Did you just see recently that the D.A.R.E. program dropped cannabis?
Good, because it's not a drug.
as a the gateway thing or a gateway drug or
Oh my
whatever.
God. So I grew up in the D.A.R.E program.
Yeah,
As most people did, I feel like that are
in the
our age.
late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
The whole war on drugs.
Oh my
and
God,
whatnot.
man! It's just like there was so much fear of, and then they'd tell you like, oh, these are the products at home that you can go home and smell and get high, and I'm just like, why are you teaching us this? Like, oh, I can just go home and huff some paint and
yeah. Like I accidentally got high one time because I was doing some staining work at my parents' house, and I had gone down in a little stairwell area. It was a little bit more confined, and didn't think nothing of it, and then came back up the stairs, and I'm just like, whoa,
I feel goofy.
I was like, why am I so lightheaded?
Yeah.
And at that point, I was, teenager, so like I had a better understanding of like, oh, this is probably what just happened.
Yeah. Or like the big like Magnum permanent markers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. And they would let kids use those. Those will get you high as a kite.
Oh yeah. I think that happened a couple times where like I'm working on it and like I was doing something big.
And you're just like, oh my God.
And I'm like, I can smell the fumes coming off of this thing.
It is wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's not. It's a plant.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fast growing plant too.
Yeah.
And it's uses for other stuff, like I've seen like the hemp, stuff that you can get from it too. And, there's a lot of cool stuff that you can get from it.
I mean, we used to make like newspapers were printed with hemp.
Yeah.
Until like William Randolph Hearst was just like, nah, fuck that. We're gonna because he had his pockets in the lumber industry.
Yeah.
And so he kind of helped spearhead the whole like reefer madness and cannabis anti-hemp movement, back in, what was that, the 1920s or some shit?
Well, I mean, you got to figure like that was the whole time frame of, prohibition as well and whatnot. So yeah.
But hemp used to be like what newspapers were printed with until he came along with just like, nah, we're gonna use trees because it's gonna make me more money.
Yeah, and it's gonna clear out space so we could build buildings and stuff. Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
And this is the world we live in nowadays.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. All right. So, moving on though, something a little bit more, I guess, upbeat.
Yeah.
F the Hearst, whatever. I know. So we have some friends. They're more friends with you, the Strunks. They recently moved to a different state.
Yep, Arizona.
And
Maricopa.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't know much. Wait, isn't that Maricopa County? Isn't that where the one freaking sheriff dude has like the prison tents?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay. Yeah. So, I know things. Anyway, so they recently moved, but you guys used to do like a dinner night.
Yeah, Monday nights.
Monday night.
Oh shit, it's tonight.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna have to cut that meeting short and.
Yeah. Because you had already kind of mentioned that.
I mean, I'm gonna be leaving by like 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
So sorry, no.
Short meeting. More beer for the
I'll
rest
stick
of
around
us.
for a beer or two.
I'd have a beer.
I mean, it is about that time.
It is about that time.
So
how about a beer?
Yes, sir.
All right. But anyway, so what I was trying to get at was,
a Shandy.
Yeah, I've been excited to try this one too. We've been sitting on that one for a little bit, but so hopefully it's still solid. And this one's from Toppling Goliath,
which they did the collaboration with Boulevard recently.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
I feel like Boulevard's been doing a little bit more collab stuff because they even did one with Vine Street too.
Yeah, they did. What was that? That was the Saison.
The Saison.
Yeah.
For,
I'd never tried that.
The Buck
one.
O'Neill.
What was it aged in? It was barrel aged in something, wasn't it? I want to say like a white wine barrel.
I feel
something.
like it was like white wine. It wasn't like a whiskey or brandy or anything like that, like a normal or even a rum, but it was something like a white wine or champagne or something like that. But
yeah, every Monday night we we still get together and we'll hop on the old FaceTime there and
yeah.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's good to me.
Over
there.
Over
but yeah, you're still doing stuff because you guys were actually hanging out with each other.
Yeah, we were pretty close.
consistent.
Yeah, for like 2 years.
Yeah, and I mean, there was even one time like you said, like it's getting to be like 3 times a week.
Yeah, well, it used to be every Monday, and then it was just like,
It's like, what are you guys doing? You want to hang out, have dinner?
Sure.
Like, all right, we'll bring some of this. Yeah, like
Well, they were only like a 2-minute drive from our house.
Yeah. See, I've never really had anything like that because, like, again,
it was cool, man.
I had kids younger though too, and so like as I got a little bit older, I was doing a lot of sports stuff and coaching stuff, and ended up being scout stuff. So like, I pretty much only got to hang out with friends occasionally on weekends.
Yeah.
And even that was sometimes like, all right, let's plan this for like a month from now.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that's cool because I know that there's a lot of people that do that, and I hope that maybe someday I get to that level again as well.
Yeah, well, that was something I grew
not
up
with the schedule I have right now, but
when I was a kid, my dad's friends that he was like friends with in high school.
Yeah.
We grew up with their kids. And every Sunday it was like, let's go over to the Cox's house, and they would make food, and we would hang out and watch football, and like that's just how it was for years.
Yeah.
So it's cool to like have friends like that as an adult, and just being able to be like, hey, what are you guys doing? Like, you want to hang out? Like, it is kind of the perk of not having kids,
Yeah. I mean, and that's I think the thing where
Smells like a Shandy.
Smells like a Shandy. Had the kids younger. And
I dropped the ball on that. Oh, that is a Shandy, all right.
That's good though.
That's pretty sweet.
It is pretty sweet,
That's
but
pretty sweet.
I am not mad at it.
No, I like it.
I do like that. I mean, and I feel like this one's a little bit older. It looks like it has a little bit of sediment in it.
Yeah. It is.
So I do feel like
beer.
I do feel like it is unfiltered. Okay, maybe
yeah.
that's where the sediment's coming from then.
But it's it's labeled as a malt beverage, so
Okay. Is there a date on that?
Packaged March 29th, 2023.
So that's over a year old.
Yeah, it is. It held up pretty well.
Yeah.
I get a little oxidization.
Might have been picking up a little bit of the oxidizing on
it.
But I think with that, being a Shandy, it's going to mask it.
It's got good head retention on it, though. Like,
still. I mean, and even the lacing on it.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Yeah, no, that's good.
See, I love Shandies. Like, I know Line and Kugel, all they do are like Shandies essentially, because they just make the one base beer and then they'll add whatever adjunct fruit juice, whatever to it, and they're like, it's not bad.
I've had some other Line and Kugel stuff. They do.
Yeah.
It's called Snowdrift Porter.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I've had that one.
Oh.
See, my problem with these is just like I just want to fucking drink them.
Yeah.
Like fast.
Just like almost like chug it.
Yeah, because I don't want it to get warm.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, it's gonna taste weird when it's warm.
Yeah, can you imagine almost like oh, I just made fresh lemonade. Is it cold yet? No. Here you go.
Then I don't want it.
Yeah. But again, going back to hanging out with the Strunks and doing stuff because you guys. I won't say you're young, but you're not old. You're in your 30s,
middle-aged-ish.
Well, I won't say middle-aged-ish, but
I mean, close.
Yeah, I mean
30s. Let's just say 30s.
You're still in your 30s, yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't have kids either, so you guys have been able to hang out and develop a good routine, and you guys have been keeping that up.
Well, and I guess what's I can mention this because it will have happened by now, but we're gonna. By the time this episode airs, we'll have been back from visiting them in Phoenix, surprised Lacey on her birthday.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
We can talk about it now.
Yeah, because she won't be able to hear it before now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool.
So it feels good.
Surprise, Lacey. I mean, is she even listening?
I think she does.
Okay, nice.
I know Steve's been trying to listen to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can talk about it and not feel like I'm giving away.
It's like, oh shit, I said too much.
Fuck, no.
Brian, cut all this out. But you guys would watch movies, and you got started getting to the point where you were watching movies that you hadn't seen before. You guys all hadn't seen.
Yeah,
like you did Slaughterhouse or whatever.
Oh god, the movie was so bad.
But that's how you end up finally watching Empire Records.
Yeah. Well, no, I watched that because I was. It was the weekend of his birthday back in January. Because I remember this was, January was, it's the shortened month that we have at the brewery because we have the last week off.
Oh, yeah.
And I was sick for like 4 or 5 days. It was like a Thursday through a Sunday I was sick.
Yeah.
I couldn't work Thursday, Friday, or Saturday.
And that was,
I used all my sick days. I used all my sick days in the first month of the year.
Like almost in the first week.
And so I sat down and did the math. I only worked for 10 days the entire month of January.
I can't tell you the last time I only worked 10 days.
God, it was awful. But that was the weekend where I watched Empire Records.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, well, might as well. Like, I've got nothing else to do except like play video games and watch whatever.
Yeah. And it's one of my favorite movies.
That's a great movie. I need to watch it again.
Yeah. Well, we just had the Rex Manning Day. April 8th is always Rex Manning Day.
Yep.
So make sure you guys put that in your calendar. I literally put it in my Google Calendar so I don't forget. And then about a week out, I get a notification saying, in
Don't
1
forget.
week, Rex Manning Day. I'm like, oh, yes. Nice.
Thank you, Google.
But I came across this really cool article from homewetbar.com.
Oh, okay.
And it's called 37 Best Party Movies Your Guests Will Go Crazy For. And this is actually something that came out in November 3rd of 21.
Interesting.
So, yeah. And, I mean, there's some cool movies on here. We'll run through some of them. Like Superbad. Like, I don't know if Superbad's a good party movie.
It's a stoner movie that we talked about.
It is a stoner movie, and we talked about, like, and it's funny because, like, they don't even really do a lot.
No.
They don't do, like, plot. It's more like just high schoolers getting drunk and whatnot. And I saw that in the theater.
It wasn't super bad. It was Hawaiian Express.
Pineapple
Express, Hawaiian Express, whatever.
Yeah, that's the sequel. Hawaiian Pizza Express, right?
That's right. Hey man, I love pineapple on my pizza.
Oh man.
Fuck all the haters that don't.
I don't. The only fruit I want on my pizza is tomato sauce.
I mean, that is a fruit.
Yeah. Old school, I feel like that's a good party.
That's a good party movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going straight into the quad. Come on, you can bring your green hat.
Snoop-a-loop.
Blue, do you think I don't want to see you die tonight? You're my boy, Blue.
You're my boy.
House Bunny. I've never seen House Bunny.
Never saw it, but I love, what's her name?
Anna.
Anna Faris?
Anna, yeah.
Yeah, she's hilarious.
Yeah, she's good. Was married to Chris Pratt as well.
Yeah, for a while.
So yeah, and then, did you ever see the Mom show that she was in?
No. I heard it was good.
It was good. Except for the last season where she moved off, and so it was the older lady who played the mom of Anna Faris's character. So they basically got to the point where they were almost starting to kill off characters without killing them all. They were just they're moving away, or they're moving on with their life, or doing this, or whatever.
Yeah. I hate when shows do that. Just cancel the show.
Just end it. Yeah.
Just end it.
Days of Confused is on here.
Yeah. It's quality.
It's a good one.
Still just a stoner movie. Wouldn't really call it a party movie.
Yeah. I mean, and it's.
I'm gonna say Animal House is at the very end of the list. I know this isn't in any particular order. I don't think, but
I feel like Evil Dead. And it's Evil Dead 2.
Evil Dead 2.
I'm like,
that's a stretch. That's a stretch.
They knew they were getting campy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd rather do Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
It's they full on went campy with it.
Yeah.
And then that ended up leading into a couple
Ash
years ago.
Evil Dead.
Ash versus Evil Dead.
Yeah.
And that was a great
super camp.
Oh yeah. Van Wilder.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a great party movie.
Such a good one.
I mean, that was Ryan Reynolds has not aged.
No.
He's
a little bit, but he's
a vampire.
Like him and Paul Rudd and
Yeah. And Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. I mean, Hugh Jackman's been Wolverine for
fucking 30 years.
Over 2 decades.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you literally compare him now to then, you could probably see it.
Oh yeah.
But the fact that and being a superhero type role is not easy.
I don't know who's going to follow him up. Like, who's going to be the next Wolverine?
I know.
Good luck.
That's been a topic of conversation for a long time.
It has been.
Here's Animal House.
That's not okay.
Well, they don't put it in order.
I know.
They don't put it in order. It's just random movies.
That's still
so. But Animal House is such a good movie.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Otis loves us.
What's so funny is I feel like what was back in the day when that movie came out, it's rated R, I think, and it's super mild.
Oh yeah.
There's some boobs. And that's the language isn't really that strong.
It's like, did we give up with Germans to bomb Pearl Harbor? Germans? Forget it. He's on a roll. I'm a Zed. Get it? Swingers. So, I don't really remember
that was
much
John
of
Leguizamo, right?
No, I think Jon Favreau and
what's his name?
Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, the guy who looks like he never sleeps.
Looks like he never sleeps. The Hangover. I could see that.
Oh yeah. That's absolutely a party movie.
Now, like going into like 2 and 3. Okay, no, those are just
write them off.
Yeah,
write them off.
Those were just money grabs. I feel like.
Yeah.
The first Hangover is a good one. Who let the dogs out?
No other movies like that need to make a sequel. Like we didn't need a Zoolander 2.
No.
We didn't need a Super Troopers 2.
It's just or you want Anchorman 2.
Yeah, we don't need those.
And it was just to kind of continue the joke.
Yeah,
and make
which
some
is
extra
fine,
money.
But I mean, come on, you guys did fine off the first movie. Like,
yeah. Well, and speaking of Caddyshack, like the second one.
God, it's terrible. It's
so
terrible.
Bad, yeah.
Like, could you imagine if they made a Stripes 2?
Oh God.
Like, come on, let a sleeping dog lie.
You call it Striped.
Yeah, Striped.
But Caddyshack, that's a great movie.
Oh yeah.
Cinderella story. Came out of nowhere. I was like,
groundskeeper about to become world champion.
Yeah, and then he's like, I caddied for the Dalai Lama himself.
And on his deathbed, you will achieve enlightenment.
So I got that going
for me.
He's like, hey, Dalai, you gonna stiff me here?
You gonna stiff me here? I bet a little something,
He's
for
like,
the effort.
he said, Gunga. He's like, which means 21 and over. Like that one, I don't think
I don't know if I saw that one.
Wedding Crashers.
That's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Not like they haven't done a sequel for that.
Yeah, not yet. Just wait.
I think the people talk about it occasionally. Yellow Submarine.
That's not a party movie. That is that's an acid trip movie.
That's I accidentally took too much.
Yeah,
and I need to.
I drank too much Robitussin and.
10 Things I Hate About You. I'm not sure.
Is that a
about
party movie?
I don't feel like it's a party movie. I feel like it's more like
are
a
these
rom-com.
Yeah,
for like teenagers.
Yeah.
Adventureland. So like I've seen Adventureland because that one had Kristen Stewart in it as well.
Yeah. God, she can't fucking act at all. We talked about this.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. Revenge of the Nerds.
God.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Porky's, I see.
And
also
followed by Porky's.
Yeah.
Also ones that did sequels where I feel like Revenge of the Nerds 2 was okay, but then they did like
They did a third one.
And then it's like, all right,
no,
what the hell?
Just stop.
But like Porky's 2.
Yeah.
Not good.
No.
Hot Tub Time Machine, another one that did a sequel, and it's just like, why?
Just stop.
Like the first one was funny. Now Wayne's World and Wayne's World 2. Wayne's World 2 was solid.
It's good. It's good.
But that's, Mike Myers and SNL stuff.
Yeah.
They put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah.
But, this list just says Wayne's World. And that's such a good one. Like that whole car scene with Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, it's a classic. It's iconic, man.
Such a great what? And then like he's in the store and, he starts playing. Swing, swing, swing. And that's what I'm talking about, swing. It's like, I gotta tell my mom, swing. He's like, you know what? I'm not gonna tolerate this, swing. It's like, take me, Garth. Where? I'm low on gas and you need a coat. Beer Fest. That.
I really wish they did Pot Fest or Weed Fest or whatever they called it.
Yeah, I mean, right now they're working on
Super Troopers 3.
3, yeah. I think they're gonna make up for 2.
Yeah.
Well, and then have you seen they've started doing this thing with a bourbon company? They're doing like a giveaway thing.
Oh yeah, isn't it like maple syrup?
Maple syrup, like bourbon.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'm kind of curious to see where this is gonna go. And so I like the idea how they did Super Troopers 2, where they did it at like
it's like crowdsourced.
It was crowdsourced.
Yeah.
So like it was cool.
It's pretty ahead of the time.
At that time, yeah. I mean, that's kind of how they did the Blue Mountain State movie.
Yeah.
As well, like they crowdsourced it.
Yeah.
And so like there were certain goals, and like they almost got to the point where they got Denise Richards back into it because they had made enough money.
That's crazy.
Grandma's Boy. That's a good stoner movie, but it's a good party one.
Yeah, it's just a good stupid movie.
Yeah, and like that's one of those movies that like you know what? I just want to like kind of decompress, find something funny to watch that I don't have to think about it. Grandma's Boy, it's up there.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Zeke,
like
you're killing me, dude. Come on.
Like I just recently was
banana
watching
and go away.
Dumb and Dumber. That's kind of up there too.
Yeah.
Dirty Dancing. Depends on the party, I guess.
I guess, yeah. What kind of party? Like a bachelorette party? Like,
yeah, maybe. Like, I guess it didn't specify parties, right? Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. I think this is a Dolly Parton flick.
Yeah, it is.
Boogie Nights. I don't
No. House Party.
House Party. That's a good one. Now,
obviously,
they could have. I feel like 2 was okay, but they did like a 3 and a 4, and then I feel like they just recently did like a 5, but it was almost like a reboot.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Yeah,
it wasn't Kid and Play. It was some other people.
I think Kid and Play made an appearance, but it was supposed to be like.
Well, they do that Progressive commercial.
Yeah,
it's kind of cringy.
Risky Business. I don't feel like that's a party movie. I do like Risky Business, but I don't feel.
What about Weekend at Bernie's? That's a party movie.
I feel like that is.
That's got to be on this list.
Now this is a good one that I feel like it just popped in my head recently. Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
I've never heard of this movie.
It is a funny movie because literally the parents are going away because I think like a family member had passed away. They're leaving the kids at home, and the oldest daughter or whatever is turning old enough, and she's like throwing a fit of why. And so they get this babysitter who's like ancient and ends up just dying. And they feel like it's their fault. So then they basically try to like hide the whole thing. So they almost, I don't want to say Weekend at Bernie's.
This sounds very Weekend at Bernie's-esque.
But they don't utilize her for anything. Like, it's been a long time since I've seen it, so I don't even know what they did with the babysitter. And it's very 90s kind of movie-like. So it's just like, all right, we're going to skip this obvious
thing,
plot hole.
Yeah. There's a dead woman.
Yes. And so the girl, like, they quickly run out of money. So she convinces like this fashion place to give her a job, like, because she pretty much lies on her resume, and she gets like this internship making money, and like end up trying to do like
this sounds super 90s.
Oh yeah, they end up doing like a fashion show at their house because they had like this giant like house with like property and stuff.
Yeah,
and it's a very nice thing. And like the brother, there's like 3 kids or 4 kids, and like so the middle brother or whatever, he's kind of like this stoner kind of punk kid. And so she tells him one time to, like, you need to do the dishes. So they're hanging out up on the roof. And all of a sudden you hear, pull! Somebody chucks a dish out there and he shoots it like at the clay pigeon. He's like, dishes are done, man.
God damn it. That's so 90s.
We'll skip that one. Pitch Perfect. Man, like, I enjoyed the first Pitch Perfect.
I
haven't watched anything else.
Movies, not my style.
And that was just like when I was watching it.
Great Gatsby, gross. What kind of fucking party is that supposed to be played at?
This is
the most recent one.
The recent Leo one with Leo, yeah. How are they going to do
Escape Guantanamo Bay, but
not the original?
Yeah.
Come on, 16 Candles. I could see that.
I guess.
I mean, that might be a little old for like us.
Yeah.
I mean, I still enjoy 16 Candles.
Again, what party? What party are we playing 16 Candles at? Someone's Sweet 16? How about no?
No, how about no?
How about no, Scotty?
I feel like Breakfast Club would probably be a better party movie.
Yeah.
In that instance. No idea what that one is. Bachelor Party. And this one is with Tom Hanks. If you've never seen this is like the 80s. Not. So this is when Tom Hanks was doing more comedy stuff.
Yeah.
So he did like, Bachelor Party, the Money Pit, what else? Big.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's even a stretch of timeline of the one, but Bachelor Party is a good one. They tried to reboot it, and I feel like it tanked.
Yeah.
With a different cast and stuff. But,
yeah.
Spaceballs, it's a good one.
Just a classic cult movie. It doesn't need to be played at a party anywhere.
No, you can watch that anytime.
Anytime.
Yeah, definitely. Rocky Horror Picture Show. I know, like, we'll finish off on this. It sounds like it's the last one on here anyway. I know you're not a huge Rocky Horror Picture fan. Like, I enjoy it.
I've never seen it, is the thing. But I also, at this point, don't really care to. Mm-hmm. It's one of those things where I'm just like, yeah, I've seen enough. I've seen enough of it to know that it's not my thing.
Yeah.
I
mean, I enjoy it, but I don't think you're... Which is funny because, like, I feel like you're not much of a musical type of person, even though you are a musical person.
Yeah, 100%. But they're, like, my favorite musical of all time, South Park.
Bigger, longer, and uncut. Yeah.
That is 100% a musical.
And so, like, I've talked about this where, when I worked at a video store when I was younger, I worked for Hollywood Video, and one of the ones I ended up working at for a while was a high theft store. So then we ended up having to do inventory once a month. And we would do it after we closed. Well, we always closed at midnight. So then, like, it was like Saturday night or whatever. We would close, count everything down, and then we'd start doing inventory.
Yep.
And so then we'd put on whatever the hell we want. So that's when, like, me and my buddy, we were both assistant managers. We would put on South Park, and then the store manager, who was a little bit older, he would end up putting on, followed by Rocky Horror. So that's how I got more into the Rocky Horror portion. And so, like, I enjoy it.
It's just not my thing, man.
And I don't watch it pretty frequently. I like the cult idea that they have behind it, where people will go to, like, midnight showings of it.
Yeah.
And it's a very interactive environment. So, like, I like that whole aspect of it. And so, we were talking about, you and the Strunks doing, your get-togethers and watching the parties, and I just remember that I came across this, article, and I'm like, now I'm curious to see what people's movies, like what they would prefer to watch at a party. Although I know a lot of times,
I mean, it depends on the party,
Parties,
like we'll play like
parties,
Halloween movies if we have a Halloween party, just have it on in the background, like. But
a lot of times, like with parties, like it's just music, right?
Yeah.
So, but then, like, that's a whole different conversation of, like, what type of music do you like to play for? I know a lot of times, like, my stepdad, like, if we're at my, mother's house for a party or whatever, he'll just have a radio on, like, 101 or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
that's just it.
I feel like sometimes it's for music, if I have people over, it's like a funk and, like, soul thing, or, like, classic rock, or like something that everyone can just, like, listen to, and it's not offensive, and
and that's where I feel like, some of the music we play in the background here, it's much more instrumental driven, so you're not focused on
the lyrics
and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, so going back to Rocky Horror, I feel like if I had seen it for the first time at a younger age, I'd probably appreciate it more.
Yeah.
But I saw it when I was, like, in my mid-20s, and I'm just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and it's a little bit older. Like, it was made in the 70s.
I feel the same way about, like, Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't care about it.
Yeah, and I love Nightmare Before Christmas.
I didn't care.
It's one of my top films. Because what is it? This past year they did some, like, solid, like statue action figures.
Yeah,
and, like, one of my favorite characters was always Oogie Boogie.
Yeah, it's also a musical, so there's that.
That there is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why I like him, because I do like a lot of, like, more of the musical type stuff.
Yeah.
But I grew up in a time and age with a lot of Disney stuff.
Yeah, I mean, me too.
And
and those are all musicals.
Being all musicals. So yeah, it I don't know.
Not my thing.
We've pretty much had a theme for this whole episode, though, haven't we? Like, a lot of party stuff.
Yeah, for the most part.
So, good episode.
There's been a somewhat of a through line,
Yeah. It's good. We're getting things figured out here.
Yeah, it's our first time we've recorded in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so.
I get it. We talked about this last time. Like, we need to stop doing it every 2 weeks, but at the same
and
time,
then
like, we need to do it like once a week, but only do one episode. But then
it's just like, we're feeling it. Let's keep going.
We have to go, 2 weeks, so let's record multiple episodes.
Yeah, it's no steps forward, no steps back.
Yeah, we're just kind of. I mean, we had several steps forward, so I think we're still ahead of the curve. So it's not like there's no episode this week.
Yeah.
Because we haven't been able to record in a while. So
that'll happen. I think it'll catch up to us at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
I mean, hopefully we can grow it to where we can just
do
consistently do it.
Maybe do 2 drops a week.
Or maybe do the 2 drops a week, but we need to make sure we're recording every week though too. And and the big thing will be, if we can get, subscribers or get, that following built up. And I feel like we're starting to
follow Chad's lead, listeners. Follow Chad's lead. Become a subscriber.
Yeah, because the more you guys do that, and then maybe I can get a better computer as well to help with everything as well.
Yeah.
So then we don't even have to worry about it.
But
I mean, luckily with the device that we use,
it can keep going even if a computer crashes.
Yeah, because it's plugged into the computer, so the music comes through the computer.
Yeah.
But I can plug anything into it. Like, I can plug my iPhone into it.
Plug it in.
I mean, technically, this device has Bluetooth on it, too.
Yeah, it does.
So, I mean, that might be a little awkward.
It's fancy.
Yeah, it might be a little awkward if, like, I had to make sure I mute notifications and stuff.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
We'll get past it.
All right. Well, anyway. Anywho.
Anybody way. Anyway, buddy.
Hey, buddy, don't call me buddy, pal.
I'm not your buddy, pal.
Not your pal.
Not your pal, friend.
But, yeah. Thank you guys for continuing to check the show out.
That's right.
Make sure you're following us on all the socials. Well, I don't say all the socials. At least the Facebook or the Insta. Instagram.
The two.
The two, the meta ones.
Yeah. The one owned by Marky Mark.
Marky Mark
Zuck.
the Zuck, if you will.
Old Zucker.
We're not on the
not on the tweeters.
The Tweety tweets or X as
whatever
it
would
be.
Yeah. The Bird app
with all the X employees. The Bird app. That's what it was.
That's what. Yeah.
I mean, at this point, you probably have a better chance of finding us on MySpace.
Shit, we should get back on that.
Yeah,
Talk to Tom.
Just to have one.
Talk to Tom.
Talk to Tom. He could be our number one fan.
Hey, Tommy.
Hey, thanks, Tom. Tom walks so everybody else can run.
Damn right.
Wasn't it like Friendster before that or something like that?
Oh, yeah, there was like Friendster and, Zynga. Zynga was like purely blog. It was like...
So like Tumblr?
Yeah, I mean, you would make blog posts and people could comment, and that was about it.
Yeah.
Like it didn't...
So it sounds like Tumblr or whatever the hell it was.
You didn't like post videos, but you could still, you could have like your background be like all moving, and you could add music to your screen and...
Oh, yeah.
Stuff
that bogged down freaking...
Everything.
Everything, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, make sure you're following us. And again, if you are enjoying the stuff, please subscribe. That way we can start getting bonus content out.
Yeah, subscribe and share.
And yeah, definitely share it. Or you should be able to take like clips on it.
Just a word of mouth too.
And we share. I always do a sound clip for each of the episodes that I'll release like a day or two before.
Yeah.
Trying to promote like, hey, this is something that's going to be in this next episode.
Give it a listen.
Share it. But yeah, make sure you give us those follows, and we appreciate all those follows and
sure do
the growth that we're getting. It's great to have.
Phrasing.
Yeah, I said what I said. All right, guys, thank you so much, and we will hopefully see you guys next time. Cheers.
Catch you on the flippity flop. Bye.
Bye.